Hello everyone, I'm Salad, and welcome back to Danganronpa 3. This is my second day of watching through the future arc of the Danganronpa 3 anime. Last time, a whole lot of stuff happened. We figured out that Monica was behind things. We saw Byakuya and saw that the Future Foundation was sending people to Jabberwock Island, and that Izuru Kamakura slash Hajime was going to fight against them. I don't know if we're going to get how much of that we're going to get in this next batch of episodes and whether or not any of that's going to conclude, but I guess we'll see. Now, I did notice one thing while I was editing the last few episodes. When the old man was fighting the really angry dude that I don't like at all, I noticed that that guy stopped short of punching the old man, and it's like the old man knew. And I think that what that was showing was that that guy I don't like, his restriction is that he can't punch people. That's what that was showing, and I only realized that in editing. It's possible that some comments may have mentioned it. If so, I didn't see them because, like I said, I'm 6 months in advance that I'm recording this, so I will not have seen that. Thank goodness, it means I don't have to worry about getting spoiled. But I did notice that now, and that also explains why. Well, when Hina tried to provoke him into using a weapon rather than his fists, he really didn't need much provoking there. He was not going to use his fists. He can't, which is really interesting because that's, I think, his main ability is that he punches people. He's a fighter. He's a boxer or something like that. So yeah, that was one thing that I noticed. But I think that's all I got to say. I'm excited to see how this continues on. As you can see, the background's a little bit different. And now that I don't have to worry about being spoiled as much, I could get a background for this. And also, I've got like a timer up there that follows the actual time of the episode that I select. So that's pretty cool. So without any further ado, let's begin. Let's see what these episodes 7 through 12 have in store. Big Sis Junko. Okay, what is this outfit for Monica? I mean, it's in character for her to be doing this fake crying and this emotional manipulation type stuff. That's in character for her. But what is this? What is this nonsense? Yeah, okay. And these Monokumas in all sorts of outfits. Does she really need to perform like this in front of a bunch of Monokumas? Is this being broadcast to somebody else? Because she wouldn't need to act like this in front of in front of just Monokumas. So, 今やモナカたちは希望に駆逐されようとしている。だけど、モノクマ諸君、絶望はまだ死んでない。That voice change. I was gonna comment on how that voice suddenly didn't seem to match her at all. It's just, I mean, it's reminiscent of the original Junko, right? In the original Junko in Danganronpa 1 would always change her voice and do different personalities. And since Monica wants to be, well, she didn't want herself to be the successor to Junko, but for now she is. She really is just doing everything she can to emulate her, including the voices. The despair factor, huh? Despairfully. You know, I wonder if Haiji is going to have any relevance in all of this, because Haiji did not die at the end of the events of Ultra Despair Girls, and both of them are siblings. I just wonder if his story is, if he's gonna have any kind of position in the story here. Possibly not. Yep, and we get the opening again. I am gonna watch it again just because it's been a while since I last watched it. Oh wait, actually no, never mind. I forgot. It has possible spoilers in there. Never mind. We're skipping right past it. Okay. Ultra Despair Girls. Okay, I like the sound of that. Ultra Despair Girls was one of my favorite of the games, despite some of the issues that it had. I just really loved the stuff with Toko and Komaru. So I would be very happy about seeing more of them. Oh, Nagisa. Okay, this is great. They were my favorite villains of any of the games. I'm really glad to see them again. So Nagisa is fine. And he's helping out Komaru and Toko. Oh. I hate to admit it, we lack the ability to break through them now. So I mean, it's just Monica by herself and all the Monokumas, right? But they still can't deal with all of that. But I see that we've got some of the other children in the background as well. All of them, okay. Is that supposed to be Jotaro on the right there? I mean, we did get like a small reveal of Jotaro's real appearance in Ultra Despair Girls, but yeah, just interesting. Sounds like Killua's voice actor or actress. Yeah, we definitely know how Nagisa feels about Monica from the game. But she really used that against him. I'm surprised that they didn't develop any countermeasures to that hacking gun. But I guess Monica that's not really her specialty. Yep, and that's one thing I really loved about the game too. Neither hope nor despair. The bomber Monokumas, I remember them. Yeah, typical anime moment. Delayed cuts. Okay, a lot of fourth wall breaking, calling it like a video game and stuff like that. It's just endless Monokumas. Well, I mean, their factory is still running, right? I don't think that we destroyed... Did we destroy the factory in Ultra Despair Girls? I don't remember. I remember we saw the factory and it was just continuously making them. Oh no, we don't need any more of this though. I didn't need more of this, but I guess we're getting this. The sparkly eyes from the shoujo anime, yep. What a bizarre dream. Oh, this reminds me, all these tiny Byakuyas are kind of freaky. It reminds me of Poof in Hunter x Hunter, where he splits into a bunch of little tiny poofs. You know what I mean? Friend and servant. Yeah, typical Toko. What? You can sense her imagination? Okay, so it's not being broadcast for sure then. Well, what has Monica always been after? It's been to create the successor to Junko. She's just trying to do it here again. And I suspect that her goal is, well, it would either be Makoto, which would be wonderful for her, or it would be Murakata, or whatever his name is. Munakata, I think that was his name. Cool helicopters. Like the dual-bladed helicopters are always really cool. You really should have captured her when we defeated her. Like we didn't have to like kill her or anything. I know we didn't want to do anything like that, but we just kind of left her stuck under a rock at the end of Ultra Despair Girls. We could have taken her into custody or something. She's just a kid. What's she gonna do to try to break out? Maybe she could have tried to talk her way out of it, but that's it. Yeah, that is quite an obvious evil base. But also, we know that she's not there. Or is she? I forget if we actually saw whether or not she's there. Because we know that she was controlling that one lady. But I don't remember from where exactly. It could be in there. I was assuming though she was more close by. Boo 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 boo. Okay, she said here, so maybe it is here. So your answer is you want to destroy the world now? I mean, hasn't that always been the plan of the Ultimate Despairs? Has that really changed anything? Yeah, you have to get back at Toko sometimes. Toko's always insulting Komaru in her own friendly way, but it's still you still have to insult her back. Can't just let her get away with it. So those mechs, those are the same. Are those the boss battle mechs from Ultra Despair Girls? Are they fighting another boss battle? Yep. Why is that surprising? Why is it surprising that Monika's the one behind everything? She was the one behind everything last time. For them. Okay, yeah, she's targeting Makoto specifically, and I think she did say that last time. I just forgot. Got all the mechs there. Can't they send in some reinforcements for these two? Come on now. Sure you do. Yeah, that's the ending that everyone always wants in Danganronpa V3. Whose hope, huh? Okay. I mean, fair enough. I'm sure there's some deeper meaning to why Monika did that. I'm sure she doesn't really give up. So, we'll see where that goes. But Monika really is a great villain. What kind of... Okay. What? Okay. Okay. Did she suddenly decide to channel Chiaki? Is that what's going on here? No, she wants to try to get close to these two. She wants to try to befriend them and trick them and somehow use that against us. Trying to forget it like it's what is it, 8th grader syndrome? Whatever it was called. Junibyo. What? I don't believe you. You were there. Yeah, she just doesn't comment on the videos. She just watches. Speaking of which, comment on the videos. Don't be a lurk. I'm just kidding. You can lurk if you want. I mean, I figured the ketchup was you. What? I don't understand what she's saying here. I mean, it's obviously some sort of misdirection, but let me read it. Let me read that again. Let me watch that again. Okay, so yeah, rewatching that didn't explain anything. Hey, she's not worthless. What's wrong with sitting in this pile of trash and playing video games? Come on, what's really wrong with that? What? You're talking about Nagito? Nagito made you realize that you don't want to actually turn out like Nagito? What's wrong with Nagito? One of those who survived Junko's game is going to die. So she's referring to Yakuya, Makoto himself, Hina, Kyoko. I guess Toko as well, but Toko's right here. Those are the possibilities. So she thinks that one of them is actually going to die here because of Makoto. I mean, we'll see. Google it. No, Google probably would tell me that if I Google it, but so I'm not going to Google it. She's got a lighter there, I think. Is she going to light something on fire? Oh, okay, it's a detonator. Okay, what is she trying to pull here? Is she gonna like fake her own death or something? Or actually kill herself? Okay, I mean, this is very fitting for a second Junko to also go out in the same way that regular Junko did, causing her own death. And I guess she just wanted to, this is the way she wanted to live? In a room. They are... This is not smart. How exactly are you going back down? Okay, but still, how are you landing safely after that? I guess magic. Yay! Yeah, how are you? What? Okay, you're landing on a... Okay, you're gonna control the Monokumas to make a trampoline to survive? Okay. It's a lot of trust you have in that thing. And also that cloth. But fair enough. So if Monika really does die here, I'm a little bit sad because, again, she's one of my favorite villains. Thought she was a great character. And if she does die, what about that person in the killing game? Does she get control of her body back? The wheelchair lady? Okay, yeah, did she actually get all the way to space with just some Monokumas? What? She will? Okay, I thought that she was going to basically do the same kind of execution we saw at the very start of Danganronpa 1, where she flies up into the space and falls down and kills herself. I thought that was what was going on, but no. She's actually just going to go to space and live there in a van in space until she decides to come back out of orbit. That's what's happening here? Fair enough. Fair enough. Who needs logic in Danganronpa? I sure don't. Back to Hina and Makoto. Yeah, what's going on with her? I wonder, can she still control her from this distance? Like, if she's in orbit, in space, does she have signal coverage? I don't know. Oh, okay. It's them. Okay. I thought it was Monika who was like revealing herself or something like that. But no, okay, it makes more sense now. I mean, it might be part of her plan for Kamaru to say this to him, though. So how would somebody die? How would one of them die because of him? I'm trying to think. It would have to do something. It would have something to do with his ideals, right? I don't know. I can't speculate yet. Yeah, Makoto would normally never let that happen. So maybe it would be somebody sacrificing themselves for Makoto. Or Makoto would try to believe in somebody, and then they would end up killing one of his friends. Like, let's say, for example, Makoto really believes that Munakata would come around to his way of thinking and would like trust him in a situation, and that would get his friends killed. I could see that. I could see that happening. All right. Is there any after credits stuff? I don't think so, right? Yeah, there's never any after credit stuff. Okay, just making sure. You never know. So that was interesting. I'm glad we got, as always, some more stuff from Toko and Kamaru's perspective. Always like those two characters. But the stuff with Monika is very confusing. A lot of twists and turns, but that is the way of the antagonists in these games. It's very surprising. They always do stuff that's out of left field. And they're, yeah. Well, I don't know what Monika is planning. I don't know if she even has a plan. Maybe she really is just tired of doing this whole despair thing. It's like, I'm gonna go live in a bus, and that's it. It could be as simple as that. You never know. So I guess we'll see, though. I don't think I have too much more to say on this episode, so let's just go straight into the next one. All right, episode 8 of the Future Arc. Several years earlier. Okay, we're going into the past. I assume they're fighting Monkumas. Okay, so this is that guy. This is what one of the Future Foundation leaders. We saw him before. He was talking to Kyoko. I'm assuming this lady's gonna die here. Mounted turret. Is it only able to fire once? Yep, as expected. Yeah, based on his character, I knew that was gonna happen. And what we saw of him in his interactions with Kyoko. It makes a little bit more sense now. Just, oh. Okay, and her name was Kyoko too. Interesting. So, hold on a second. And also, he's just standing there while the bullets are whizzing by him. Not even caring anymore. So, for Kyoko, do we know anything about her mother? We know about Kyoko's father, right? Kyoko's father was like the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, but what about her mother? I don't actually know. But Kyoko came from a line of detectives, right? So I would expect her mother to also be a detective. But maybe not. I don't know, I'm just wondering if Kyoko was named after her mother, who was also named Kyoko. If not, either way, this guy clearly has, I don't know, some fond feelings for Kyoko because of the fact that somebody he knew was named Kyoko. Alright. Who killed Cock Robin? I don't know, but I guess that's a question to ask, sure. Poor guy. Go, Yasuhiro. Run. I don't think Yasuhiro will be the one to die. Ah, here we go, Byakuya. Byakuya is here to save the day. So I'm wondering, like, is Komaru going to stay there and to continue to control this person to help us out, like having another participant in this game? Oh, signal's breaking up, huh? Why though? Why is the signal breaking up? That's confusing. Because it never did that when Monica was at the controls. Does whoever is creating this killing game, did they know that Monica was here controlling this lady and now they know that it's been intercepted? And so they're cutting it off? Auto remote. What, is she gonna try to turn left and explode? Why are we suddenly running? Because they're on auto remote. Oh. Yeah, Munakata looking real cool now, but I don't like that he killed badass old man. Uh-oh. What is his restriction? That's what we need to know. The old man did a great job of seemed to instantly be able to find out that other guy's weakness. Too bad he didn't find out this guy's. Oh! Berserker mode, now this I like to see. Oh, those red eyes, same as Zuru Kamakura's that we saw a few episodes back. But I don't think that's relevant. So, what counts as turning left? If she turns slightly to the left while fighting this guy, does that count as turning left and she'll explode or die? Wait, also, she's a robot. Isn't it like a poison that it gets injected into them? It's not exploding. Would poison even work on her? If she's a robot? Or in her case, would it be a computer virus? Okay. So they know how to set traps everywhere. Well, the attacker's not going to attack unless it's attacking time, right? I don't trust her at all. She's not freaked out enough that her boyfriend is dead and that her previous friend is dead. Classic. Classic movable bookcases. Okay, come on now, that's Mikan's gag. You can't do that. This guy. I see. I mean, it makes sense that there are different factions within the Future Foundation, but the same could be said about Makoto's faction, right? Makoto is, and Kyoko and Byakuya, they're also their own faction within the Future Foundation. So it's really not that strange. Vice Chairman faction, huh? Another thing that reminds me of Hunter x Hunter. That's not his role. He's gotta delegate.
I
don't think the ones inside are relaxing. You would think that, but apparently some of the people inside are not safe. Again, it doesn't make sense that they were able to seal this place so thoroughly, so quickly. Unless, of course, yeah, it has to have something to do with Mukata and his his like knowledge of the place and his security. Yeah, see, this guy's really smart. Nice. And he shouldn't react like that. That gives it away. Interesting that he decided to reveal that. Yeah, he's trying to get him angry so that he punches him. That's what he's doing. This is a really smart strategy on this guy's part. Because if this guy, if he's calm, he's not going to punch. But if you really mess him up and really screw with his head, he might just punch out of anger. We just saw flashes of things right there. I'm gonna look back on that later. Oh, a trap. Oh, wonderful. I mean, he had two plans, I think. Poor Kyoko. What do you do? That's the same kind of detonator that Monica had. He opened his left hand. And it's going to be useless, isn't it? Unless is somebody else going to help him up? Somebody kill her. What is going on? That is so messed up. That is a brutal poison. Yep. And this is the picture that we saw. Oh, he was the one who took the picture. Again, why did this guy have to die? All the cool people are dying. This guy was really cool. The old man was really cool. That's really unfortunate. So she has some sort of drug that's gonna make him go berserk or something? Oh. Is the reason that that guy followed her around and liked her? Is the reason because of her sweets? She uses her sweets to control people? Okay, so I guess I was wrong a few episodes ago about her relationship with her friend. I seriously thought that she just made like sweets with no sugar in them or whatever, and she wanted to give them to her friend and have her trust her completely. But no, apparently this girl just sucks, and she really does just want people to die for her and do her bidding. Okay, this is kind of doomed. Well, but that's also good. His head is filled with thoughts of sweet candy. He doesn't know about the whole... He might end up punching them, and then you're good. Yeah, I figured. What, you don't care? Okay, I guess that's fair. He did want to kill everyone. So wait, how, if the poison is what killed him, how come he didn't visually change that much? I see. Okay. Yeah, but Kimura was still killed by the attacker, right? So the attacker killed Kimura, and then she killed her friend, or like not her friend, her boyfriend, basically. But why? Why would you kill him now? Excuse me? You're just gonna skip past that part? His saliva tasted sweet? What are you talking about, Kyoko? That's
死体を
that's
舐めたわ。
that's something else,
おそら
Kyoko.
く飴か何かだと思う。警戒しているはずの彼に何かを食べさせるのは至難の技だったでしょうね。
Yeah.
だけど食べ物を扱う専門家でなおかつ彼と親しい相手なら。
何言ってんの？ヨイちゃんはルルカの味方なんだよ。
And if he was addicted to those sweets that she keeps giving people, and that's her means to control people, then it would make sense that she would have to give him the sweets at some point.
殺したりするわけない。
動機はこれよ。
So she kind of had to kill him. She had to do it, otherwise he would come back to his senses.
やはりね。
Congratulations, you found the secret entrance. It's not so secret if it's labeled like that.
秘密の出口でもどうして
Exactly, how? This is another thing that could not have popped up here overnight.
床に
It had to be
残され
built
た
in.
痕跡。そして
外に出られるってのか
No,
私たちの移動経路から考え
definitely doesn't mean you can get
こ
out
の
just
部
because
屋
of
は
that.
施設の外周に位置している。つまり施設の外につなぎ絶対に守らなければならないルールが存在す
Is
る。
there a rule that she has to feed people those things?
あなたの NG 行動は誰かがゲーム会場の外に出ること。
So no one can leave. She actually, oh, interesting. So her own rule means that nobody can win, or otherwise she dies. She has to sacrifice herself. Well, somebody has to be around to enforce these rules, right? A rule that is as vague as that, there has to be some way to enforce that and know when it's supposed to trigger, which would have to mean that it's being watched. We're being watched from somewhere. So the way to get around that would be to disable the power, turn off all the cameras so that you can escape without them knowing that you escaped, and so that thing can't activate.
そんなわけ。ちょっと待ってよ。
うまくいっ
It's
たら
definitely not going
行
to.
きましょう。
Yeah, now they're using it as a distraction. It's not an exit. She knows it's not an exit. Yeah, she's shaking her head. Another big brain play from Kyoko. Why she's the best.
木桜さんはどうして助けてくれ
足りないわ。
Yeah, either she reminds him of the lady that he knew named Kyoko, or it's Kyoko's mother that he remembers.
せいだから。
Oh, the episode's already over. That one felt short. That felt like a really short episode. So there was one thing that I wanted to take a look at. I remember in the episode. So let me see if I can find it. Okay. I found the scene. I swore I'd never disappoint Munakata again. We have a scene with him lying down in a T pose, with blood coming from his lips, in the rain, on some sort of stone circle. And we've got Junko. Okay, I thought it was Junko. We got Junko laughing at him, looking down at him, I assume. So I'm assuming then that he maybe got captured by Junko and was saved by Munakata in this moment before Junko could do whatever it is that Junko does. That's my guess there. All right, so that was another interesting episode. I'm glad that Makoto and Hina now know the truth about the person that they've been hanging around with, because it was a little bit scary before how they didn't realize that they were interacting with Monika, and Monika was trying to mess with Makoto, and that could have caused a lot of problems because Makoto is very trusting of other people, especially somebody who looks like they're helpless in a wheelchair. He would be very vulnerable to a person like that. So now that we've got this revealed, that makes things a lot safer, I feel, for Makoto. I still don't know what this whole thing about Makoto leading to somebody's death is. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is that maybe he's going to trust somebody too much and they're going to end up getting one of his friends killed because of his trust in other people. But that was just Monika's view. It's not necessarily true that Monika is going to get the thing that she wants. And then this whole part with the robot's head getting cut off and putting it back on. Classic, but it's always cool, and I do love it. I hope we see more of this character, and I hope that she actually is able to help us out. She already has helped us out a lot. One thing that is very sad, though, is a lot of great characters keep dying, and this is an inherent problem with stories like this, and stories like the ones that Danganronpa likes to tell, is it will get you attached to these characters, but then it will kill them off, and you can't help but feel like your feelings were wasted, or your feelings like disappeared into nowhere when a character that you thought had so much potential just is suddenly gone, and there's nothing more to their story. There's nothing more to say about it. There's no more story to be told or no more fun to be had. It's very unfortunate, because I thought this guy was a really, really cool character. The guy with Leorio's voice, who was tricking, who was just really smart and got himself killed in order to save Kyoko. Really great character. Now this lady, obviously I can't really like her. She has a cute design, but the fact that she killed, she said that Yoi never betrayed her, but she still ended up killing Yoi. Did she not? She never fully admitted it, but I feel like it's pretty obvious that when Yoi died, she wasn't that distraught about it. I feel like Yoi really was just her tool, and she fed him those candies in order to keep control over him. So I don't know. I can't really like her, and also she found that her friend was dead. She took the knife out of her and used it to pretend to kill someone else. A lot of weird stuff going on with this character. The fact that her the thing on her wrist says that she can't allow anybody to escape doesn't really justify it at all to me. I understand she has to keep herself alive, but she could have told that to everybody instead of trying to kill somebody over it. Because then we could have worked together and found a way so that we could all escape, but she still lives, or something. We could have found some way out of it if we all worked together. I still feel like Makoto's, and I understand that's a very Makoto point of view, and maybe it's a bit of a naive point of view, but it's still the right point of view, I think. So I don't agree with her stance. And then this guy, the very angry dude who can't punch anybody. I don't really understand him sometimes. Sometimes it feels like he's completely belligerent and just wants to attack everybody in order for Munakata's sake and everything. But then other times he'll just turn around and be like, never mind, forget all you guys. I'm gonna escape then, since I can escape. And it's like, you're forgetting your whole objective that you were here for. So he's a little bit back and forth. I don't know what to think about that. Kyoko's great as always, though. Figuring out the core problems of everything, figuring out the root of all the mysteries instantly, and even finding a way to cause a distraction so that they can escape. It's very cool. Oh, I think there's actually an end. Hold on, I think there's actually an end credit thing here. Okay, so they do end up blowing up the wall. A little scary that there was suddenly an end credit scene, because it makes me feel that maybe I've missed other end credit scenes. I don't think I checked every single time, but I've tried to. When you have an end credit scene in a show or a video game or whatever, please either always have an end credit scene or never have an end credit scene. I don't want to miss something like this.
先走るな。お前はここで待っていろ。ああ？そういう予定入っていて。嫌な空気だ。あの校舎を思い出す。
Reminds me of Hope Speak Academy. Oh. Okay, it sounded an alarm. Is he gonna shut again and keep them in there, or like what's gonna happen?
もう絶対に誰も殺させたりなんかしない。
I mean, you're a little late for that, Makoto. People are gonna be dying whether you like it or not. Can't save everybody. Not unless you turn everybody into robots. make them immortal. The whole place is coming down. That I didn't expect. Okay, so now that's the end of that. So let me take another look at that. Yeah, the entire structure is coming apart. How is that going to make any sense? Are they going to fight in rubble now? Now it should be even more possible for them to escape, though, right? Surely, if the whole place is demolished like that, probably some of them are going to die in the process, realistically. But also, openings should be open. There should be ways out of the place if the whole place is coming tumbling down now. But I guess we'll see. Interesting 2 episodes. We didn't get any true answers to who was behind this, though. And I feel like that's the true mystery and the thing that's most interesting and most important right now. It's just to figure out who is behind all of this and why. So I think I'll end things there. That's all I got to say. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.